Alexa, turn on home theater statue room lights. Boom. What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're just going to check out this little chestburster I got. I got this bad boy off eBay. It's by Palisades. I don't own a lot from them. I think I've owned like just a few over the years. I don't know if anything in my collection is even from them right now outside this chestburster. But I've been wanting a chestburster. Now, Prime 1 did a proximity piece for their alien tusked, and to be honest, that one kind of passed my radar. And now that I look at it, I really like that piece. I really like it. And I've been tempted to buy it, but I just don't have the space. But if I wanted to expand my EVP setup, I 100% would buy that. You know, like a buddy of mine sent me a photo with it, and I couldn't believe how cool it looked and how massive. I was like, holy crap, dude, this is amazing. You know, I want to show you guys a photo in case you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about. So here's the only bad thing. It's not movie accurate. You know, it's low stock, in stock on Prime 1, 350 ES. Check this out. So it's $2,200. So it is expensive as fuck. But they include this one. You know, so you get this proximity piece of a chestburster, and I love this one. You know, and this is like a 1/3 scale lunging forward with like two half aliens coming out. Kind of reminds me of XM Alien. This one just has a crazy looking face. It has like these fangs, almost like a scorpion or a spider or something. You know, it's pretty crazy. It's obviously like not a traditional alien. There's a lot more going on. Like it's a more extreme alien, you know, but it's crazy detail. But I do think it looks extremely cool. You know, then you got these ones, and that one's like a more traditional, different looking alien. You know, this one just has all these little spikes and whatnot. This piece is actually massive and extremely cool. You know, super awesome. I do love this chestburster, and I wish Prime 1 would just sell this. If they did, I'd just buy it. You know, they're selling their alien eggs. You know, and this is from, I think it's just from the comics, right? Tusked Alien. Dark Comics. Yeah, so it's a comic-based alien. Now, XM is not a comic-based. It is a concept piece. So basically, I forget the guy's name, but there's a Naren. I think it's Naren. He is famous for just like making aliens and predators and kits and whatnot. He developed it for Prime 1. They asked him, hey, make us an alien. Not movie accurate, but movie-ish. So obviously you can display good. Now, I love the design of this alien. I think it's awesome. I also like the Predator. I think it's great. I think it's a little underscaled. You know, like the head feels a little small, but his alien is exceptional. Like really good. Lunging forward off another alien. This is a little bit more traditional looking. Granted, it is a little bit more extreme, but I love that tusked alien. Nevertheless, today's video is about this. It's just my mind has been on that tusked alien because I do like it. I think it's really sick looking. So I wouldn't call this 1/3. This is honestly more of a half scale. Like it's quite big. You know, like look at it next to the Prime 1. Now this is a non-scale, but it's really kind of like 1/3, maybe in between 1/4 and 1/3. You know, but you know, this is pretty big. You know, look at it next to my hand. It's pretty big. You know, it's limited to 3,000. It came out a long time ago, but actually is pretty good. Now, mine did come with this thing broken off, so I had to glue it, but it's actually missing a piece. And so what I did is I took my old Prime 1 Predator. If you remember, my original guy had damage, and I broke that head off, kept it, but I kept this part, the damaged part, and I broke off one of these little stems. Used a freaking wire cutter to cut it in half, and then I glued it on to the broken part and then painted it all bloody so you can't even really tell. So it actually looks really cool. And it doesn't look like it's damaged anymore. 'Cause originally I was like, wait, what the heck? It's missing a piece. Anyways, let's check this bad boy out. So, I mean, honestly, it looks like it's coming out of a rock. I don't know if this is supposed to be like a gray t-shirt, but it kind of looks like it's a rock. Just kind of weird. So I don't really get that. I mean, is that supposed to be like someone's shirt? I mean, it is obviously chest bursting, which is really cool. Like it's coming out. I would assume maybe that's just a gray t-shirt. And I believe this is supposed to be from the original release. I don't remember, if the guy was wearing a gray shirt or not. But it's obviously bursting out, so you can see all this like blood and innards, which is really cool, And then it does have its like tail coming out wrapped around. So it's not its full body per se, like my, chestburster over there by HCG. But you do get the tail, you get the main body, like the fins. It does have a little bit of, like silverish teeth, but they're covered in blood. It's a good heavy weight. Let me compare it to this guy so you can kind of see. Yeah, for me, it's honestly more almost like a half scale. It's like, I would think 1/3, honestly, would be definitely smaller. It's more like a half scale. But it is a good size. It was like $100 on eBay. Like show it to you next to other statues so you can kind of gauge. Now, originally I saw someone post this with this statue. And so I was like, yeah, that actually looks pretty awesome. So I thought I'd get it. But I'm not displaying it with this statue. I'm going to be displaying it with this guy. Just so it's like, just like that. That's kind of like my idea. And I boosted this up so you can still see it visually just as good. And this isn't like blocking it per se. I have been tempted to honestly buy more of these eggs. Like I've been tempted to buy another open face one and put it right here so there's like 2 eggs. Frankly, I would love to have that in the middle, like no berserker, and have it surrounded by a ton of eggs. Like I'm talking like 3 on each side, 3 to 4 eggs. Just have them like side by side, a ton of them. I think that'd be really cool. Another piece I'd also get if I expanded AVP would be the Prime 1 Queen Alien. I'd definitely get that. So, yeah, this is just like a nice little proximity piece. I'd say if you could get it for $100, it's worth it. It does look good. Overall, I think it looks pretty cool. It's a good size. Now, I was looking at different chestbursters. I wanted one that looked cool, that was a good size. There's a lot of different versions that are like non-scaled. And, this is the one I found to look the coolest, to be closest to 1/3-ish. Because there's other ones that seem like they're a decent size, but I don't know. This is also the one that was truly chest bursting. The other ones were just like it crawling on the ground, So this one's actually chest bursting, which is pretty cool. So I am waiting on, obviously, Big Chat Bust. It's shipping through Spec Fiction. I thought he had it, but I guess he didn't. And he doesn't know when he's going to get it, but a bunch of containers left in January, and they should arrive soon. So that's kind of the scenario I'm in right now. And when I thought he had, I instantly paid him. I'm like, okay, what's the shipping quote? He's like, oh, I don't have it. I'm like, wait, what? I just paid you. So now I'm in kind of limbo, just no idea when I'm going to get it. Hopefully soon. He said not months, though. I do see everyone else getting theirs from him, which means he's obviously receiving multiple per container he keeps getting. And I'm probably on the final container because I pre-ordered his very last one. So I'm going to get the last one from him. But I really want to get that Big Chat Bust. It's paid in full, just so shipping. As soon as we can get it back, the display will be complete. We'll move that back down there. Although, I got to be honest, folks, there's one thing I've been real tempted to do, and I got to show it to you. So you see my Cool Props bust. Now, I like Cool Props, but I also have a lot of issues with this piece. I like the eyes. It's a good sculpt. It's like movie accurate. I don't like the dreads. I don't like the design of the bust, how it's like, I put it on a riser to have it looking forward. Otherwise, the thing like looks down. It's absolutely retarded the way they did that. I don't like the amount of body. They should have did way more body. Necklace is good. Armor's good. I mean, the best thing about it is honestly probably the teeth and the eyes. Like it looks like glass eyes, which is fantastic. I definitely don't like the dreads. I do like the necklace. The logo's meh. Anyways, this definitely is in dire need of a repaint, you know, like especially like that mouth, the forehead, like especially the mouth area though. It's like there's no vein work. It's just like pink with like maybe a few shading, you know, where you look at this one, you can see all the like different veins inside, and you know, it just looks much better. So one of the best Predator painters out there, like I would say there's probably my two favorite Predator painters are probably Tri-Laser out of the UK and Darren. Darren has one of his Wolf Predator busts, Scott Marshall sculpt, on his Etsy. Now the problem is, boom, look at that frickin' price. Are you Jupiter cocking kidding me? I have it in my cart, but holy frick, this is the most gorgeous wolf bust I've ever seen. Look at that mouth detail. Like, oh my effing gosh, glass eyes. You know, it's flexible quills, and the dreads are, you know, similar to my current dreads on my jungle bust. But look at that mouth detail, so juicy, all the different veins. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. You know, that forehead paint app is perfect. I wouldn't mind it a little bit greener on this side, you know, similar to the one that was done by Nanny D. His looked really good, but I like Darren's mouth paint app better than Nanny D's. Nanny just had a little bit more green on this right side. You know, but look at that. That is gorgeous. Now, here's the thing. And here's the Nanny D one. You know, and his still looks really good, like that mouth. But like I said, it's a little bit more green right here. He does do the custom eyes. He also include the necklace where Darren doesn't. His looks really good. Like, look at that mouth detail. I really like it. Yeah, so his is legit. He only made like 5 of these, and I think he was charging like $3 to $5 grand a pop. And everyone who got it was raving over it. So it's definitely extremely tempting. Now, here's the thing. I could probably sell my wolf bust for, let's say, $1,000. And I paid like $1,900 for it. So I'd lose $900. And then that $1,000 would go towards the new one. So the new one would cost me $2,000. It's just a head, no body, no necklace. I would buy a necklace, put it on the base, and it would be similar to my old wolf bust I had. It's the exact same sculpt, but a far superior paint app in the way it's built. You know, it's also foam filled. So it'd definitely be better than my old one. If you remember my old one, like I loved the sculpt. The paint app was overall pretty good. Didn't have gloss eyes, but arrived damaged. I would worry about that on this new one. And this is kind of how the display would look. You know, it's like, imagine that instead of what it is now. You know, so it's like, here's the thing. When I do look at the bust, I am looking mostly at that face. And I'm not super happy with that face. It's honestly the worst bust of my collection. Due to, you know, like really the paint app. I mean, here's the thing. I could repaint that bust. Now, to repaint it, I'd have to find a really good painter. And it'd probably cost at least $1,000 to repaint it. Plus shipping back and forth. You're talking $300 in shipping each way. You're talking $1,600 at that point. Might as well just get this other one because I still like the sculpt better. Now, I think that sculpt is more accurate, but I think the Scott Marshall looks cooler, even if it's less movie accurate. Like, I believe that one's actually from the molds of the movie. Or I could just forget about it, call it a day, and still keep this and just be content, happy with it. Anyways, you guys get my drift. I really wish I could just have a bust like that of Wolf, because Wolf is my favorite Predator. More so even than the Jungle. I love Wolf. He's my favorite, then Jungle, then Berserker. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of this. You know, and here's the thing. Darren also made a Jungle Hunter bust, and his looks so good, but it's also, just in my opinion, overpriced. He also just made a head as well. Like, check out his bust. $6,500 plus tax. And his is the open mouth. You know, it looks really good. Really good. Like, I could definitely tell in some areas it, like, is more accurate and looks better than mine. Like my current one. I think the armor detail and the body looks very similar. He did add quills to right here. Like right there, his have quills, mine doesn't. His bone necklaces, I would say, look better. The armor is very similar. You know, like very, very similar. I mean, the mouth detail, I don't know. I prefer his mouth detail on the wolf, but this one still looks really good. Forehead paint app is very similar. He does a little bit lighter here. Aliens FX is a little darker. You know, and all these vary. They're going to have, you know, check that out. 6,500 though. Still, I do absolutely love this. Last and final bust I will make. Oh my gosh, the last one. 1.5 years worth of work. This thing is absolutely gorgeous, though. I have been tempted to just get it as well, if I'm honest. Like, keep Aliens FX and have this and pair it with Prime 1. That way I have a closed mouth masked Predator bust and then an open mouth Predator bust. But he also does sell just a head. His head is by Howard Stent. And it looks like he just raised the price because it was $1,600 yesterday. This head does look really good, but look at the eyes. For some reason, he went blue. I don't like that. But this head looks really good. The mouth shape's a little bit different. You know, it's not as wide as this other one. You know, I love that forehead paint app. Looks excellent. You know, like, it definitely looks really good. It's just a head and a necklace. The biggest thing stopping me from buying this one is the eyes. Like, I thought, like, what if I could have this as a swap out for my current bust? He said it wouldn't work. But those eyes are inaccurate and it bugs me. And they're fixed, like they can't be changed. So, like, that alone stops me from buying this. I wish the wolf was priced this much. Anyways, let me know what you guys think of these different items I've shown you. I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.